So last I think I attended was when I was in Prague.
That's right.
I think so, right? Yeah. And I did it from there. Yeah. Met you all on this thing. Yes. Since then, I've been back here in Bangalore, India, and then we did few trips with the different ones. And yeah, things are going well with my work with member care and counseling, and different one comes for help and counseling. So it's a good thing that the work is being kept busy. And as you know, as we are working towards MK Camp, it's going pretty well. The whole logistics and all. Kids are excited. We are excited. And the wonderful thing is, can you hear me?
Yes. Yeah, we hear you great.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Thank you.
One wonderful thing is that we have this AMK group, which is...
Tell us what an MK is, just for people who might watch the video.
Adult missionary kids or adult TCKs. I know you all understand those terms, third culture kids and MK. So these are the older kids who are now either in the mission field or they are in corporate jobs or they have their own businesses. So we have a group for those adult ones, and we meet once a month with different topics. Like we have done it, stuff like identity crisis, peer pressure, grieving, because many of them lost their jobs during COVID time, and they were in great jobs and lost it, so they were grieving. Then they're losing their siblings, or they lost their parents, or they lost their spouses. So many of them didn't know how to process their grief. So we had a session on it, and it was good. And now we are meeting again this April on 3rd. Gonna do the mobility of AMKs. So they're gonna write their whole stories on how was it when they did a lot of moving when they were little kids. How did it impacted them? Did they like it or did they not like it? So they're going to write those stories. So we'll meet for 1.5 hours and they will come up with this all stories of theirs and learn also how to write. And one of the project my son is doing, though he's a media guy and he makes documentaries and he writes for different companies and all. He has taken up one project on himself, is write the stories of Asian MKs or those MKs who have worked in Asia. So they could be like Indians or Chinese or Americans or anyone. And he got pretty good stuff from different ones. So he's trying to add it on that. So he wants to bring that book out. So he's very excited about it. And so we are doing it. Then we are doing this MK camp for younger kids. And these kids are between 13 and 19. So we are excited about it. It's in May. The dates are 2nd to 5th May. And we're going to do a lot of activities. It will be just not the Bible studies and learning of the Bible verses. You know, as I shared last time also, that these days it's a different generation. The kids are very different and they don't want a lot of Bible stuff to be taught to them. They want to discuss the issues, what is trending today. And it's interesting to see that. So we are trying to think and brainstorm among ourselves and with the older MKs that how do we talk these issues, and then outcome will be still biblical learning. So we are doing that. And the great thing about this MK camp is that adult MKs actually are going to facilitate. And they are going to take sessions. And not the pastors, not the mission leaders. but the adult MKs, because they have gone through a lot of stuff in their lives and they have processed it, they have learned lessons. So they are doing this whole MK, the logistics and everything, arranging everything. It's wonderful to see. Some people have asked me, how did you make these AMKs to do all these things? Because usually they are not interested. I said, maybe it's a relationship we have over the years. So I saw they are just using my platform of member care, the Mila Consulting and Counseling, and Giva Global, which we run it. So they're going to use that, and then they're going to do this MK camp. So we are excited, and we are thankful for some funds which has come in, and we just got a request last week from a very special Nepali community, who have come to know Christ, and their parents are going into missions or doing some kind of a missionary work. They would like their children to come for this MK camp. They said they never had this experience, but we would like our children to come for MK camp. So that means we have 15 extra kids on our hands to raise funds for them, because they are not in a position to pay for it. They will come up with some kind of a travel for themselves, but not for the registration fees, which is almost 6,000 rupees. That comes to $300-400. I think I have to check it out. So for 15 kids, we need $1,300, something like that, for 15 kids. So pray for that, because we don't want to turn this particular community of Nepal people away, because I don't know about, this, that Nepalis have gone all over the world for jobs.
We have a lot of them here near me, near where I live. Yeah, large population.
You have a big ministry at your doorstep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they're Hindus or non-religious. Yeah.
Yes, and when they are out of their community, out of the country, because they don't have much jobs there in Nepal, because they have always landslide and earthquakes and lot of religious violence and all. So many leave. In India, we have so many also. And when they're out of the country, it's very easy for us to reach them out, because they're looking for love, they're looking for job, they're looking for safety, they're looking for trust, and they're looking for that people should understand them. So we have a ministry at a doorstep all over the world. So there are some Nepalis who are working among Nepalis, and then people like us who help them. So they have come and requested, which is very thrilling, because the parents are new generation Christians, first generation Christian. And that's why they never had these kind of experiences. And they want their children to go through these MK camps and learn more about God, because they feel sometimes they are not able to tell them what it means to accept Christ in today's generation's words, because they just need a different kind of language, etc. So he said, okay, so we have a great opportunity for these little kids, 13 to 19, to come to the MK camp, and then we can talk to them through various kind of activities. So pray for that. It's very, very important that we reach them out. One thing we have learned over the years, that it is not necessary now to go out of the country to do the cross-cultural work, because people have come at our doorstep. It's other way around now. So we as missionaries or mission leaders or Christian leaders of us have to see that now, that cross-cultural ministry is not so much out there, but it is now here at our doorstep, because people are moving globally, all over they're moving. Yeah. So how do we impact these people and work among them? So pray for that. Yeah, and then I'm doing perfectly fine, and my member care work is going good. It's interesting. Just yesterday, one Muslim girl approached me for counseling, and so it's wonderful to see that it's not only the missionaries come for counseling, or the church people or the corporates are coming for counseling, but there are people from other faith also looking, and sometimes word of mouth goes all over. Okay, here's a one person who can help you out. So in that sense, it has been good that people from other faith could come and can be helped with the stress and disorders, bipolars, or depression and anxiety, or marital issues, or domestic violence, which also prevails in the mission community.
Sure.
Yeah, so we cannot sweep it under the carpet, that, but then also it prevails among people of other faith. So, so it gives me opportunity to help and counsel these people. Yeah, so you could pray for that. Otherwise, everything is going fine.
Pramila, I have to say that you seem rested and energized and enthusiastic.
Yeah.
You seem to be in a really good phase. Life goes up and down, right? Your enthusiasm is contagious. It's a beautiful thing.
Yeah, thanks, Paul. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.